Greetings, my fellow unicorns. I'm Jolene. Welcome to Jolene Sparkles. And we're going to continue today with Factorio and the Krastorio 2 mod, if I could say that correctly. We are working towards a mega base. It's going to take us a while to get there, but we're going through our baby steps right now. We are currently at a pretty early stage of the game. So let's jump right into it instead of having these long introductions. I'm actually on time today, which is shocking for me. To be on time for anything is like, holy crap. You know what? I thought I fixed this looking for game to capture. I wonder what's up with that and why it keeps doing that. All right, well, I'll have to continue to test that. I was so close. I thought I had it fixed, but whatever. Who cares? Anyway, so bringing us back a little bit to what our what's going on. So we have a little bit of red circuit production going. It's a little bit slow right now, but we are building up a little bit of a buffer. We have 7K right now, which will be great for a little later. We're going to need a lot of those. We're now building our chemical tech cards. It's slow right now, but that's okay because we don't have a lot of glass coming in. So glass is something we're going to definitely have to deal with in this particular episode. And let's see here. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Glass is going to be something we have to deal with a lot in this particular episode. And on top of that, another really big thing that we really have to deal with in this episode is dealing with these biters. Hey, PJ. I'm glad to see you there. Wow, I actually have two of my my loyal listeners, viewers, peoples. I don't know. Hi. glass. Yes, glass. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some of these biters now. They have definitely been attacking a little bit. You can see them over here kind of attacking. We are so gonna have to deal with them. We have this biter nest right over here. And then we got a couple back there, and they're starting to surround us a little bit, so we really have to deal with them. In last episode, we started working towards, I built up I built myself a submachine gun. Let's see, I can't do a rifle yet, but I can do the anti-material rifle, which will be great for taking out their bases. But one of the things that we really need to do is we need to get a couple of... first, I have to set up a hotkey for this. I always set up 0 as my hotkey for when I'm dealing with like biters and like fighting and that kind of stuff. So we're going to create a couple of turrets, and these turrets are going to be used to kind of hold them back as we take out their base. Because what's going to happen is as we run up, we're going to slowly inch towards them. This early in the game, we don't have rocket launchers yet. We don't really have any grenades, and to be honest with you, grenades just don't have the range that you really need in this game to kind of take them out. But what I'm going to do is drop on my hot bar. I'm going to drop, first I'm going to drop the turret. I'm going to drop some ammo. And then I'm going to drop a wall. So essentially the process is going to be I'm going to drop this. I'm going to fill it with some ammo. And then I'm going to build a little bit of a wall to kind of protect myself. Oh wait, I don't have really good bots yet. Okay, so that'll basically allow us to inch in a little bit and take that base out. You have to be really careful. I mean, yeah, you can pretty much, knock them out pretty easily early on, but you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly, especially if there are worms. So far, I am not seeing any worms in this base. That's a really good thing. Let's see here. What do we got here? So we got a biter spawn. We do have one spitter spawn, so we're going to want to take that one out first, because that one is definitely kind of a pain in the ass. And you can see with our evolution mod that we have right here, you can kind of see like the percentages of what is going to be built. Spitters are definitely the biggest pain in the ass about this game. They are definitely difficult to deal with at the higher end. Lower end, they're not so bad. Now, it might seem like, why am I building this so far back? Well, that's because this will allow me to kind of take out their base from here. You can see that I still have a lot of range with this rifle. In vanilla, you can't do this. But luckily with this, I can. So I'm going to just start taking some... Oh, wait, you know what? Let's drop one more turret. So this way, when they do come up, and we'll drop one more. just for the hell of it, because we can. But I don't have enough ammo. I really should have brought more with me, but this will be completely sufficient. But now what will happen is, as I start taking out these bases, or these spawners, these biters are going to start coming and attacking me. And, oh wait, there is one small worm right there. Small worms are not so bad. But now let's go ahead and take out this the spitter spawner first. And you can see I'm doing a little bit of good damage to it. It's a slow weapon, but it does some good damage for early on. You can see they're kind of like getting together. They're not quite sure what they want to do yet. And then I'm going to switch weapons over. Continue taking them out. Luckily, my turrets are strong enough that they can hold back this entire set of them, so I can just continue to take this base out. Now, also over here, you'll notice that underneath them, compared to in the vanilla game of Factorio, you won't have this thing called creep, which if you've ever played StarCraft or StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, Zerg, which is very similar to these little little bugs called biters in this game. No idea why, that's just what they're called. But in StarCraft, wow, I seem to be missing this guy a lot. I might not be able to hit him from here. Let's move in a little bit closer. Anyway, in StarCraft, you have, there we go, finally hitting him. But yeah, there's this race called the Zerg, and you have to build creep in order to expand your base out. So this stuff is essentially the same kind of thing. But instead of they use that to kind of build out their base. But in order for us to do some of our military research, we need to dig some of that stuff up. Now, there's two ways to do this in this game. You can't just walk up and just hand... now, that base is completely wiped out, luckily. You cannot just walk up and just, like, right-click on this like you can a resource to dig into. So one of the things you can do is you can use a deconstructed planner, and you can basically use your bots to go through and take it out. But that is really slow, and it takes forever. However, what they have is they have this collector here, which I thought I had in my hand here somewhere. Am I losing my mind? I know that I had it. Where is it? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. It looks like a little shovel. Why can I not seem to find it? Oh my god. Like, what did I do here? Did I somehow drop it or something? I must have. Okay, well, let me see where the heck it is. Basically, it looks like this little shovel icon, and then you can use that to kind of dig up everything really quickly. I just can't seem to find the damn thing. All right, I swear I just had this in my my hand. I mean, in my cursor. Okay, so let's just look through slowly, because I can't believe it was like right up here, and now it's gone, and I don't know what the heck I did with it. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Okay, so I have this one creep here. And, alright, so I know that I researched this damn thing. It's like called a creep collector, maybe? No. It's something else. Like, I forget what it's called. But it's something you could build really early on. And I can't seem to find it in my menu. Oh my god. Where the hell is it? Okay, you know what? While I look for that, I'm just going to use my bots to go ahead and start digging that up. It's slow, but it works. Because I swear that I had this damn thing. Where did it go? Wow. That just totally took the stream from everything going good to suddenly, well, stopped trying to figure out where the hell that thing is. Oh my god. Okay, so it's not under here. Okay, I must be crazy. Like, I swear that I, alright, whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna, go searching for it. We're just gonna do it the slow way. You can build a creep collector at some point. I don't know why I can't build mine right now. Yeah, so those are going through. They're collecting. We need those in order to do some research. They call it biomass, but it's essentially creep. It's referenced as biomass in one place, and it's referenced as creep in another place, and I can't 100% remember which was where. But there's a little bit of inconsistency in the game with that. But as you can see, using bots to kind of take it out is really slow process. With the shovel, you can just like highlight over everything, and it just picks it all up, and then it's done, and that's it. But yeah, that's still going through, and I'm still looking through to see if this is in here because I swear I saw it. Okay. Well, I'm completely insane. I I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning of this stream and try to see if I could find out where the hell that thing went. Because I know that I had it on me. All right, whatever. All right, so we're gonna deconstruct these. Part of the reason why I did it that way also was to kind of see if for some reason it would show up. All right, whatever. It is what it is. All right, cool. So we collected everything. Heading back to our base. That particular one is now out of commission. Of course, these over here will continue to move in. We'll deal with those more a little bit later as we start to build up a little bit more resource mining. So we also have some down here. So it looks like they're still kind of moving up a little bit. But one of the next things we need to do is we need to get some more stone. So you see we only have 471k stone here. That's going to run out pretty soon. Well, actually, no, we got 3.2 million here. And we're not really using that for glass. We do have our glass production down here, but you can see it's kind of coming out of here, and it's really, really slow because this particular patch is, wow, it's almost like empty. All right, let's go over there and take a look and see what we can do to kind of rebuild that. One of the things we might be able to do is run a belt from up here all the way down to here where we're producing our glass. And the reason I want to do it that way is because I don't want to have to like move the entire glass production just yet. We will eventually, but right now it's just really not the time to kind of waste the energy with that. And as you can see, some of these have completed, so they're these poles are no longer, or these belts are no longer needed because all the resources underneath have been completely mined. I'm full on space. I'm full on space. I need to research some things to get additional space. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop some of this, these resources that I don't quite need right now. I thought that we had a chest for dropping some stuff off. It might be over by our mall, but I don't feel like running all the way up there just to kind of drop it off. To be honest with you, I do have the teleport module installed because it does make a little bit of life easier, and especially for dealing with a live stream, I don't want to spend half the stream running around. Yeah, I know that what I'm doing right now is kind of a stupid way to take things out of the trash logistics, but that's because I have this set to 0, 0. So basically, any wood that I pick up will automatically be dropped into the logistics network, which we don't quite use just yet. We don't have a logistics network yet. That is when you use bots to automatically pull items out of containers and bring it over to you. Okay, so let's take a look over here, see what we can do. So it looks like this is running a little bit slow. One of the things that we can do is we can drop some speed modules in here to speed this up a little bit. Now, one thing I will really warn you about these crushers, because I made this mistake early on, and it's a really easy mistake to make. So when you're looking at these crushers, if you just take these modules and drop it into the crusher, it will destroy the items. You have to put the modules into the individual slots. You can't just do that shift click and just drop everything in place because it will not work. Now, normally I would, let's see, can we, yeah, we can use some of those modules, so we'll get a little bit of extra for free. You can see our production, our crafting speed is now at 1.3. So it's a little bit slow. Let's make it a little bit faster, but we are at least saving a tiny little bit. Looks like we're low on power right now. Yeah, we definitely need to increase our power system. So let's go ahead and we're going to build 2 new boilers. Let's make it 4 new boilers and a bunch of steam engines. And we need a lot more steel. So let's head over to our steel production, and this is where I am going to use the teleport module just to make my life a little easier. I'm just looking for where some of my steel is. So now you can see we just kind of teleported over here, and it just, yeah, it's so much easier. Okay, so build a couple more steam engines. We're going to cancel out some of these modules. And then we need, let's see, we're going to need a couple more of those. And we're going to need a couple of burner inserters. And, oh wait, it's right here. I don't have to teleport myself. So yeah, you can see that we have this one side completely full. I could try to build this out a little bit further. I can move a couple of these things, but the reality is that we're kind of running out of space with the way that we deployed this. And some of these decisions were kind of intentional, just to kind of let us build out a little bit and not spend a whole bunch of time kind of screwing around. What I will do, however, is, let's see, we can place that right there, and then this one right about there. Wait, can we do one more? Yes, I can. Good. So we're going to go ahead and short circuit this, add one more boiler here, or excuse me, 3 more boilers there. Just finished up our mining productivity research 2, which adds 10% more yield to mining, so that's really good. Especially as we start to run out of our real initial kind of stuff. And we're going to drop a couple steam engines in there. Oops, let's extend this belt out a little bit. Add a couple of burner inserters, get those to start like pulling in some coal to not only power themselves, but also power these boilers. Now, obviously, it's complaining right now because we don't have any electricity connected to it, so we're going to connect some power lines. There we go. Now, the reason I put this one on the outside is because I technically could expand this out a little bit further. So yeah, now we're good for a little bit. We can produce up to 33 megawatts, and we're currently using about 24, 25 megawatts. PJ says, why does the map look like Ohio? I don't think that it looks like Ohio. I mean, I guess if you're looking at like the Great Lakes right here, I mean, I guess if you want to consider this kind of Michigan and this kind of Ohio, is that kind of what you're seeing, PJ? PJ has an interesting view on things in the world, so he might be seeing some interesting things that nobody else does. Okay, anyway. So let's see, how's our glass doing? Glass is still a little bit slow, so let's see if we can speed that up a little bit more. Looks like we might have to run some more rock down. Oh wait, we are not using this one right here. Why are we not using that crusher here? Okay, so what we can do is we can add a splitter here because we have plenty of rock coming in. And now we can take this productivity module, put it over here so we can start getting a little bit more bang for our buck. There we go. Sweet. And you can see that we are now spitting out quite a bit more sand, which is good. The shape is Ohio. That's what PJ says. I don't see it. I really don't. PJ, please like take a screenshot of this particular point and, you know, like please draw out where Ohio is, where you see Ohio is on this, because I don't think anybody else sees it. I think it's really just you. Anyway, so you can see that one of the reasons why this is running so slow is that to produce one piece of glass, you need 16 sand. And these furnaces are kind of inserting kind of slow. So one of the things we could do is we can scale this out horizontally, or scale this out vertically by making each one of these individual furnaces a little bit stronger. Wow, people are really texting me tonight, I swear. This is like the 7th text that I've gotten in the past few minutes. Some of which from the people in this stream. Hi! All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some faster inserters, which do take a little bit more electricity. You can see these are 46.7 megawatt at maximum consumption, 500 watts at minimum, compared to which the slower inserters are 400 watts at idle and 13.6 kilowatts during use. So it definitely uses like almost quadruple Zoom out again. Okay, PJ, I'm zoomed out. Like, go ahead and get your screenshot, or you know, go ahead and watch the rest of the stream. So if you didn't get your screenshot right now, you can rewind the stream and take care of that. So, as you can see, now that we have faster inserters, the ones on the bottom aren't running out nearly as much. They are running out a little bit because you see our belt is running kind of slow here. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our belt. There's two ways we can do this. One, I can just, drop these in place and then let them just start going through. Or I can do an upgrade planner, which will go through and allow my bots to go through. Or I can use the upgrade planner that I have that has specific things in it, like actually this one we don't need anymore. We're going to delete that one because that was just kind of a temporary. By using this one, it's going to upgrade only the things that are in yellow. Well, it should be upgrading the belts, but it's not. And the reason we're doing it that way is because if we were to do this, you can see that it's trying to upgrade a lot of things that we can't upgrade everything right now. Yes, we can upgrade the furnaces. We have we have steel furnaces available to us. However, we have to be able to get the items down this a little bit quicker. So we're going to go through our upgrade planner, and basically this is saying we want to upgrade this item to this. And by doing it this way, you'll notice that when I go over this, not everything is being upgraded. You can see that the furnaces are not being upgraded, the inserters are not being upgraded. That's great. I am, however, going to do it this way because I don't want to upgrade this just yet. We don't have enough of those red belts to even consider that yet. We are producing red belts now, but it's just the production of them is a little bit slow right now. Hi, looks like another person just joined. Hi, Wimpy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so you can see as we started to increase the belt speed and increase the speed of our inserters, the bottom is just not running out of fuel anymore. It's not running out of fuel. It's not running out of the sand. The top part was okay. There it goes. Looks like I was a little bit out of range for my bots to do anything. So now you can see this top one is just continuing to run out constantly. So we're going to do an upgrade planner to upgrade all of those inserters to faster ones. And those will now go through and start producing a hell of a lot more. You can see already that we are producing significantly more than we were at the beginning of the stream. However, you can see we are now starting to back up a little bit here. So let's go ahead and upgrade these as well. Cool. There we go. Now you'll notice that it didn't upgrade this yellow thing right here because we just don't have those. Oh wait, we do have them, but we should go ahead and add those also to our list of things that we want to upgrade. So now when I go over it, you'll see that it does do the upgrade to it. Perfect. So now these should start coming out a lot faster, and hopefully this should, it looks like I do a little bit of an upgrade here. This is one thing you got to keep a really close eye on. Even though you upgraded everything else, you can see we still have a little bit of a bottleneck here. We upgrade that, bang, bottleneck gone. We're doing a lot more, but we can still, we're doing a lot better, but I think we can still do some more. So if you take a look at these steel furnaces, our crafting speed is 1 on those. Two different ways that we can upgrade. We can just drop a steel furnace in place. It keeps the recipe. It doubles the speed. So we're now producing 2 at a time. Let's see. I'm just taking a look to see if these inserters are slow. Yes, which is okay. Even though it takes, it takes a little bit of time to drop out the 3 of these items that have been produced. Like, watch. Okay, we're going to wait for it to get to 100%. Gets to 100%, it just produced 7 glass, and it's very slowly taking that glass out of that furnace and dropping it onto the belt. That's okay. There are times when we're going to want to upgrade to make that faster, but at this stage of the game, it's better because we don't want to waste a lot of power by upgrading these particular inserters. However, if we look at this particular steel furnace, you can see that we're producing at double the speed now, And you can see that we are backing up. We are just not producing, or we are not being able to grab nearly as many items out of this steel furnace as we want to at a time. So if we are going to upgrade these to steel furnaces, that means that we have to upgrade these inserters as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade just a couple of these, not all of them, just enough to basically really increase our production. And just by doing that, you'll notice that our, the number of items on this belt has increased substantially. Just by doing a couple of small little upgrades right there. We could go a little bit further, and PJ says he's going to be right back. He's building a snowman. Please, PJ, share a link to your snowman. And I don't have it currently set up where I can show pictures on here yet. I haven't gotten OBS set up to that degree just yet. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and upgrade one more of these. Screw it. We'll do another. We'll do two more. Here we go. Looks like we don't have... Do we have enough steel furnaces? We do not. So let's build a couple of those. We should start producing those in our mall at some point soon. Oh yeah, apparently in Ohio he is building a snowman. Yeah, he's posted a couple of pictures of his snowcats that he has built. Anyway, so you can see that, yeah, we are producing significantly more of that now. Let's go take a look over here and see how our production is doing. And we're going to drop some lights because it's just getting dark and it's hurting my eyes again. I know, I keep complaining about that. I did actually lower the lights on my camera though, so my it hasn't been bothering me as much. But, the good thing is that because I've been, well, not good thing, but I've been having some issues recently with getting headaches from working on the computer so much, because let's face it, during this apocalypse, there's two things to do: work, and then after you're done, you play video games, or you stream video games, as I've been doing. But I've been experimenting recently with using some of the blue filter glasses, and here's me in blue filter glasses. I don't know if it's any good or not. These are not the best quality. I'm not gonna lie; they are a little tiny bit hard to kind of see because they get dirty really fast and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So I'm not gonna use them right now. I do actually have a prescription that I might be filling because I do need a really small prescription for working on the computer as much as I do. But anyway, back to Factorio. Just random things from my life. You can see we are building a lot more chemical tech cards, which is great. We are building up a little bit of a backfill going up here. You can kind of see here. That is awesome. Now, we do want to create a buffer over here. Let's see. How much are we going to continue to use those blue tech cards? Because we obviously don't want to produce tech cards that will not be used. We don't want to produce a lot of tech cards that won't be used really late in the game. For example, basic tech cards won't be used that late in the game. However, looking at things, it looks like the chemical tech cards are used for quite a while. Like, see, in order to get the Spidertron, you need to have some of those tech cards. So what we're going to do is we're going to buffer those. And by buffer those, I mean we're going to create a steel chest. We're going to put a fast... Oh, let's see. Make sure we have enough room here. Cool. And then we're going to put a steel chest here. Well, as soon as we get rid of that belt, we're going to put a steel chest. And then we're going to put... it's kind of a weird thing that sometimes you have to like take those loaders out, put the loaders back in. It's annoying, whatever. I screwed up a little bit. And the reason I screwed up on this one is because I actually want... We have two different items on this belt. We don't actually want to cache it this way. This is a completely stupid way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and fix my mistake, because that was a bad way to do this. We don't want those items to be filling up both sides of the belt. We can leave that there for right now because it'll just go through and chew through those until we start working on our military tech cards. Yes, I did just teleport. It's a mod that I have installed that kind of makes life a little tiny bit easier. I could do things like I can hit Shift and then W and go up. or I can hold down Control and then W and go a lot further, which makes life a hell of a lot easier. The speed in this game is a little bit too slow. I'm not going to lie. It drives me a little bit batty. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to set up our buffer down here. So when it goes through all the way up to here where you can see our belts where you only want these items on one half. But we can actually put this over here and then we'll probably set up some turrets and stuff to kind of protect ourselves. We need to protect that plant anyway because we don't want biters making our lives difficult by destroying a bunch of our chemical tech cards. Yeah, I guess we'll put that there and we'll create one more and put it right here. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm not putting a lot of ammo in there. It's just a little bit of ammo, and when we start getting attacked, we will get alerts. So we know that it's something that we have to deal with, and we have to start, building up some defenses a little bit stronger over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and build our buffer. And this time I'm going to build a space for three slots. Drop our steel chest first. Put the loader going in. And then the loader going out. Now this will continue to it'll drop it into the steel chest and it'll immediately eject it out. Because what's going to happen is these are going to keep going down this belt. They're going to go all the way up to here. And then they're just going to keep backing up. And eventually they're going to back up so far that they start going in the chest. And yeah. So we should get a little bit of research going again. Let's see, what do we want to work on next? We do need to start working on some military stuff, so like rockets and that kind of stuff. We really need to get rockets because trust me, they are really strong, super helpful. And the Spidertron, can't wait till we can get to that. We can do some fun stuff with that. We will start building our train network kind of soon. So, oh yeah, energy distribution. This is a really nice one. I really like substations. I feel that a lot of people don't use substations as much as they could. Substations allow you to, they're just like electric poles, where you notice like with small electric poles, that's how much, distribution the electricity has. When you drop like a medium, you can see it has a lot more. Well, the substations have even more. However, they have a very short distance that they can actually go on. So you can't have substations that just cover huge areas and then try to connect them. You still have to have something kind of intermediate, and you'll see that. But you can see like our big electric poles go really long distances, but have a really short influence for electricity. Okay, cool. So let's see, what's this other thing? Oh, looks like our glass is still not as fast as I would like. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to fix that. So yeah, we're going to teleport over here again. And you can see that our sand, again, has just slowed down. It's come to a crawl. And let's go ahead and find out why. Well, part of the reason is that we are, we've got plenty of stuff coming in. Our power is definitely, sorry, getting more text messages. You can see that as soon as I click fired up research, my power consumption just went through the roof. We will need to start working on some better power setups. And with Krastorio 2, one of the cool things about this mod is that, I would love to build a snowman. I have not built a snowman in a really long time. Next time I see snow, I want to build one. Who wants to build a snowman with me? All right, so, one of the cool things about Krastorio is that you have some alternates for power. So one of the problems is that you go from coal to nuclear, but the problem is that there's nothing in between, and that's a really big gap. And then you end up having this huge, massive set of like coal power plants. You can go solar, but it takes so many damn solar power, panels to really get any power out of it. Some people use it for optimizing UPS and that kind of stuff, but Krastorio offers another solution, but we need to get some additional, I think it's advanced chemical processing in order to get to that. So we're kind of close, but I'm going to definitely try to go ahead and queue us up for that, so we can so we can get this going so we can stop creating a whole bunch of steam powered electricity. Okay, so this one requires, let's see. Unfortunately, I can't see exactly what type that is, but I think that this is nitrogen and this is, I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, atmosphere condenser. Oh yeah, so that was oxygen and nitrogen. That's what it is. Okay, so we're going to queue this one up, which is going to be our atmosphere condenser. That's what we're going to need in order to pull stuff out of the air. It's really cool they do it this way. I mean, some of them other mods where you have to do like splitting of stuff and electrolysis, which you can do electrolysis in this, but yeah, it's a little bit different. All right, so let's see. What else do we need to queue up besides that that we really need right now? You know, research speed would be nice at some point, but we don't quite need it just yet. Low density structure, we're not quite there yet. So yeah, let's just go ahead and queue that up, let that go. And unfortunately, our power consumption is going to be really low for the moment. But let's go ahead and even though we can't fully build all that stuff, we can start kind of getting an idea of where we're going to put it, what we need to build all these things, and then we can start getting in place. Oh yeah, here's the substations, by the way. Let's go ahead and produce a couple substations so I can show you how awesome these things are. Okay, so I think that we're going to probably end up building some of those power source or power systems I was telling you about over here. And the reason I'm thinking about building it over here is because we have water right here, and we have a good, amount of open space. We'll probably build a couple of those, and that will hold us over until we get to nuclear. And then once we get nuclear, we'll have a really big, kind of nuclear power plant, and then eventually at some point we will move to fusion. And then antimatter, which antimatter, whoa, hi, that's uranium. Not fun to stand in, apparently. Okay, so yeah, so here is a substation. Now look at how much space the substation can cover compared to like, okay, so take a look at this versus just a standard electric pole. So look at the difference between those two. Like it's huge. However, these things don't have a lot of range, and they're kind of expensive to produce. But they are super awesome. I love them. I use them every chance I get. A lot of the things that I put together actually require them. Try to see if I can find. Yeah, it's like for example, here's my singularity crusher. We don't have singularities yet in this game, or we haven't researched it yet, but you can see that this one is just set up to use 2 of the power systems, and it covers everything, covers all those individual singularities. Singularities are like beacons, or there's a second tier of beacons in this game. What beacons are, you ask? Well, we'll get to that soon. Well, not this episode, but in a few episodes we'll get there, and you just have to stick around and wait to see what happens. So yeah, our sand is still coming out really slow, so I think we're just going to go ahead and... Oh wait, we're still dealing with our power problems. Yeah, I guess while I'm waiting for that, let's see, what can we actually produce that we need out of the... out of that recipe. I'm going to drop this on a bar right now so I don't have to keep going in here looking for it. Let's see, 40 megawatt, 40 megawatt. I don't know the difference between these two. They look like the same thing except for one's tilted a different direction. So yeah, we'll go ahead and build this one. I think this is the one that I've been using. Okay, so in order to build this thing, we're going to need a lot of pipes, obviously. We're going to need some storage tanks, so I already have those on them. Stack inserters, I don't know if we have any of those. We're going to need some greenhouses, fuel refineries. These are some things that we currently do not have. In order to build the greenhouse, we're going to need some wood. So let's go to where we had dropped off some wood before, which was up here near our ship. You can see over here we had dropped some in there. But what I'm going to do to save a little tiny bit of the remainder of sanity I have, which is not a lot, it's just doing a little sanity. I'm going to actually produce these a little bit quicker by just dropping a temporary assembly machine, selecting the recipe that I want, dropping the items in there. Oh wait, where did I... Oh wait, I didn't grab any out. Okay, so we'll grab some of this, kind of drop it in there. Oh wait, yeah, we're not going to grab 2. So we need some glass. We need some steel, and then we need AI cores. Do we not have AI cores on us? We do not. So let's go find some of our AI cores. I think they should be over here. What box am I dropping them into? See how much nicer it is to being able to teleport? Oh crap, I did have some on me. Yeah, well. Let's see, can we build stack inserters yet? We cannot. So it'll be a little bit of an issue, but I have some things that we can do to work around that. Okay, so let's head back over to where I was going to build that, but I'm going to teleport over here so I can pick up that. That was just, it had finished grabbing all the resources it needed to. Cool, so it's going through it. We cannot use productivity modules, unfortunately, but we can use speed modules to make this a little bit faster. If I were to create these by hand, this would take substantially longer. That's why I dropped a temporary assembler to kind of make that a little easier for myself. We can build atmospheric condensers. So we're going to need a couple of those. So we're going to go ahead and build those now while this thing is going through. And we're going to need to grab some steel, which is being produced over here. And then we'll just run... Oh, wait. Did we... No, we didn't put that in place. Oh, wait. Here we go. Sweet. So now we can cancel some of these and re-queue them because we have already produced the... or we just grabbed the steel beams. Let's see. We need some fuel refineries, I think... Let's see here. Fuel refineries. Yes, we need some fuel refineries. And in order to produce the more fuel refineries, we're going to need some gears, which I know I'm producing up here. So let's go ahead and grab some of those. Cool. Build some of those. We're going to definitely need some more pipes. Probably not that many more pipes, but let's just grab some more. And doing the usual that I do, drop that half stack in place. Cool. Let's see what else we need to grab while we're here. We should probably produce some... we're going to need some faster inserters, but yeah. Okay, so let's head back over here, check the progress on our... Oh, wait, you know what? We need some motors. We should grab a stack of those while we're here. What is... oh, okay. Yeah, this was kind of a temporary setup that I never got around to finishing. But I'm going to drop some pipes in there, let it produce some more engines, which we're going to need for a bunch of things. And let's grab some more of these. Wait, what did I just drop in there again? Crap, I don't remember what I just dropped in there. Oh well, whatever. Teleport back over here. We're going to need to create some offshore pumps, because we need water for this system. And then we can go ahead and figure out exactly where we're going to place it. We don't want to place it too close to this, because that's a, I don't know how you pronounce it, insert? I'm set? I don't know. Whatever. That thing. The quarry kind of thing, yeah. All right, so I'm going to build this one upside down from where it was, because at the top you can see there are some boilers, and that is where our water system is going to kind of come in. So let's kind of go ahead and drop that in place. And while that is building out, I will grab my... Where is it? Here's my offshore pump. And, oh crap, I went through all of my pipes. Oopsies. Might have to go grab some more. Crap, yeah. You know, let's just go grab some more, because apparently we need a lot more pipes for what we're building. But you see, this is why I'm using the teleport, because do you know how annoying it would be watching me go back and forth on this? You would go crazy. You would be like, all right, this is kind of boring. I'm watching somebody go back and forth, slowly walking. Wait, where the hell was that thing? Oh yeah, it's over here. I mean, there are some limitations to this. You can't teleport out of range. Like, you can't teleport to the other side of the map unless you have radar there. Like, we can't teleport to areas over here because we just have no visibility. We don't have any radar over there. I can build some radar, you know, depots and stuff, or like, you know, kind of remote stations. But we're not going to do that right now because there's no reason to go out there at this point. Wait, I could have sworn I just built one of these. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So we're going to build an offshore pump, which requires some electricity, and we're just going to drop a simple, wind turbine, which is plenty to power this. And the reason I'm doing that is because if we run out of power, just like we did with the coal, if we run out of power, we don't want a situation where we can't produce any more power because we don't have enough power for the pumps. That can lead to a very dangerous kind of situation, as you could imagine. Okay, that was kind of not really thrilled with the way that is laid out. It could have been better. Whatever. We got power, or we got water coming in here. Now we need to run some power over here because it needs some power in order to, kind of boot itself up and start producing some things. Our bots are going to do most of the work here, but let's go ahead and drop this in place so we can at least get a little bit of wood creation, because the wood is what's going to be used. Essentially what it's doing is it's growing wood and it's burning it. And it's somehow you could put more you could put less energy, or you can get more energy out of the system than you could put in. So like it's kind of violating, all of physics. Okay, wait, what am I also missing? What is this? Oh, crap. Am I still missing another research item? I might be. Oh, no. I'm still missing, what is that? Gas power station. Crap, what do I need for that? Let's see here. It looks like I need... Wait, no, I should have it already. Huh. Well, we do need to kick off advanced oil processing anyway. Yeah, we should kick that off as well. Sure, why not? How do I know? I know that I have gas stations. Let's see, where are they? Chemical fluid. This is one of those things that's probably in like some weird tab. Like, I swear that I can produce these. This is like the second time, like, I just can't see the thing that I'm looking for. I feel like I'm going even crazy. Oh, here it is, right here. Oh, wow, yeah, we need a lot more engine units to finish producing that. Well, it's a good thing that I kicked off producing more engines. And we should actually... You know what? Let's go ahead and create some inserters here. Shit. I need some more wood for that. We could just use an iron chest right now. Oops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here so I can just put a bunch of pipe in it and have it feed into these two machines. This way we can kind of run off, do some other things, and let it just kind of do its magic. Perfect. And we're going to go grab a bunch of more pipe so we can kind of fill that thing up. Actually, let's just grab all the pipe. All the pipe! And then heading back over here, we're going to drop this. We're going to drop a little bit of pipe in here. And it's fine because it's going to go through and get produced. Now, I do want to put a productivity module in here and a speed module in here, because it will help reduce, wasting some of these materials. It's not a lot, it's just a little bit. But you can see that even just like producing one, like it got like, 2%. So it looks like basically right now, every like 20 engines or so, we might get a free one. And that's okay. The engines don't have to be produced very quickly right now. We just need a couple of them. I mean, I know I'm saying that now, and I'll probably, change my mind on that later. But now you can see that, without that speed module, this is 0.71 speed. And then with the speed module, it's 0.86. So it's not, that big of a difference. But if we drop another one in here, you can see it's at 0.67. So it's really, really damn slow. One of the things that I'm noticing is that, well, first off, we're running really, really badly on power. using these modules, like, let me tell you, you end up using a lot more power because of these things. You gotta be careful with them. They can really make life difficult if you go too crazy with them. Let's go grab some more iron while we're over here. So we can just kind of pull it right off this line here. Perfect. And we need to build some more gas stations. Oh, wow. Still need a lot more gas stations, but let's see how many more we actually need. And has this started producing wood yet? Okay, it's getting close. It's almost producing wood. There are later stages of the game where you can make fertilizer. The fertilizer is good for, well, building more trees. You can build double the number of trees at a time. So instead of 40, you can do 80 at a time. I think it's a tiny bit slower, but we need a bunch of things before we can get to that. We're far away from that right now. Okay, it looks like we're still missing one of these recipes. I'm not sure which one we're missing. Let's take a look. See what we need to research. Okay, so I think this is that nitrogen? I think. No, it's not nitrogen. It's like bio something or other. It's one of the other chemical. Oh, okay, advanced chemistry. That's what it is, and it's biomethanol. Biomethanol, methanol. Yeah, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and start that research. We're going to cancel that research for right now, and then let it come back to itself later, because this one we actually need right now. It looks like we still need a lot more materials for this. We need some more engines. Let's see how our engine production's going. Grab a couple out. Oh wait, how many do we need? We need 5 more. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Let's see how many can. It's 1 we can produce. Okay, these are going a little bit too damn slow. I'm almost tempted to just, yeah, almost tempted just to say screw it and drop another speed module in there, but, it is kind of, it's being used. All right, whatever. All right, so let's go over to our research, and then I want to take some of my inventory here, which is just these, and just, drop those extra wherever. Doesn't really matter. It just means that some of the later ones, like if I drop them all in this one right here, as these run out, these inserters will pull from this particular lab and just bring it all the way down the chain to the left. But if I filled every single thing here, what's going to happen is just nothing's going to be pulled until it's needed, and then this next set of things will do it as needed. Okay, glass production's still a little tiny bit slow. That's kind of annoying, but I know that's a power related issue. Yeah, it still really is. Is there anything we could turn off? Yeah, it looks like mining's using a lot of production. Our atmospheric condensers are using an incredible amount of power. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's only kilowatts. So it's not that bad. You can see our research is using 6.9 megawatts. That's quite a bit. Miners are using 7.9. It's quite a bit again. Nothing we can really do about this. We just gotta wait it out and hope that we can get enough to do this. Let's head back to our engines and see how many we have available to us now. Yeah, a few more were created. That's fine. Let's head back over to our new power system. Let those new gas power stations build. Okay, cool. This has not spit out any wood. Oh, that's why. All right. So remember, I was telling you there was an issue with the inserters. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using stack inserters, I'm just going to use loaders to automatically take the items out of here and drop it directly on the belt. Because right now, none of these items that are being produced were dropping onto the belt because I didn't have those stack inserters yet. And to be honest with you, I don't have that research yet. So, But all right, cool. So those are going through now. This is not. What is missing here? Oh, you know, we got to wait for this advanced chemistry to finish. I think there's still some things that we kind of need. We can't really kick this on just yet. Are we producing labs or greenhouses anywhere? Well, we need to grab some more wood, so let's head back over to... Oh, gee, conveniently we're producing wood. Oh, and I even have wood in my inventory. Oh, but you know, I forgot to do this. Oh, well. Luckily, it just went into trash. It's no big deal. All right, so we need some more greenhouses. So let's just go ahead and produce those. Oh, crap. It's building 50 iron beams. All right, I don't have time for that. Don't have time for that. Oh, I thought I was producing iron beams over here. Wait, I am producing iron beams at one of these malls. Which mall is it? It's not that one. I don't know where the hell I'm producing those. All right, well, I guess it's going to create those. It's creating a lot of them. Oh, wait, yeah, see, I am creating them somewhere. See, I wasn't completely crazy this time. All right, so those are producing. Let's head back over here, see how things are going. And our chemical is, our chemical research, or advanced chemicals is now up to 56%. Waiting for some of these greenhouses to drop. Cool. Still producing a couple of more of those. Now, let me make sure this is actually going to get water on this side. Oh, yeah, it will. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, we need this research to finish. As soon as the research finishes, then we can basically overlay this. We can overlay the blueprint, and it will start. It'll start producing those. It'll start grabbing those particular things. Sorry, I was looking at something real fast. Okay, while that research is going, I actually forgot to check whether my YouTube stream is even working or not. Trying to get my YouTube setup going as well, in addition to... okay, it is showing up. Good. Excellent. Okay, excellent. Cool. I don't know if there's audio on there, but, you know, whatever. If you have not liked and subscribed to YouTube, please do that. If you have, I'll actually go ahead and put the description in or the channel link in chat. Just give me a moment. I'm working towards having a custom name, but in order to have a custom name, you have to have a certain number of followers. I think it's like 100 or something like that. So it's going to be a little ways for me, but if you are able to, please, 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 please like, subscribe. You know, if you have Twitch, please follow me on Twitch. If you have YouTube, please follow or subscribe. I hate the fact that both of them do like a different thing. Like it's follow on Twitch and then it's subscribe on YouTube. Either way, please do all the things. It helps me a lot. You cannot build a channel unless you have those things. That is just the unfortunate reality. So you have to have your friends help you out. If your friends don't help you out, your channel's going nowhere. Okay, so while that's going, I'm going to continue to shill myself out a little bit, but I'm going to go over to... Shill myself out? Is that the right term? I don't know. Pimp myself out, I guess. Oh, God, I got to put that pop filter on here. You know, every time I do the stream, I forget all the things I need to do, and then when I'm done with the stream, I'm like, all right, cool, back to playing Factorio. Actually, to be honest with you, I've been working with Blender a little bit recently. I've been trying to get a little bit better at it. I mean, I know the real basics with it, but you know, I've made a commitment that, you know, especially with this lockdown and there's really not much else going on in this world, that I'm making a commitment to actually learn it correctly this time. So while we're waiting for that last 7%, I'm going to build another crusher here because we definitely need to produce a lot more glass, and sand is currently an issue. So I want these to kind of start coming through a little bit quicker. And the issue right now is that we are just not putting, we're just not producing nearly enough, or I should say we don't have nearly enough sand coming out. So let's go ahead and, oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's go ahead and add this here. Yeah, I know I could probably use a yellow, which would be a little bit cheaper, but whatever. Okay, yeah, so we're producing some. Cool. That research is done. We'll get back to that shortly. Bioprocessing will be very important once we get a couple of the military tech cards. That will be used to actually build some creep for ourselves, and that creep will be used for research and such. Lithium processing, I don't think we really need yet. Biofuels will be nice at some point. Air purification, I've never used it, to be honest with you. I have just not found it to be terribly useful. Enriched ores. I want to get that, but the problem is that we don't have beacons yet. And without beacons, it's just not really worth it. So we're going to hold off on those right now. Rocket fuel will be nice once we get trains and such. Oh, stack inserters. Let's go ahead and research that, because that was kind of an issue that we had run into with our next level of power production. So let's go ahead and put a merger there. Cool. I'm going to set my output priority to the left to make sure that these items are really getting out, because right now it's kind of an issue. We really need to start, getting a lot more in there. So basically, all right, let's put this output priority to left as well. So the priority is to this one right here. And, oh wait, actually no, the priority doesn't make any sense there, because they're both only going through one, so there's no point. Let's actually go ahead and upgrade these belts here. By upgrading these here, this splitter is going to have a little bit more items coming into it, which will help build up this steady stream of sand coming in here. And it should start coming out a little bit faster. Yes, this is what I'm looking for right here. That's looking a lot better. Cool. We will still have to run down some more rock to do some more crushing of it. Now you can see that we have our gas stations in place. We have our refineries in place. Rather than going through and selecting everything manually, I'm just going to go ahead and bring the blueprint up again, and then I'm just going to overlay the blueprint. What that will do is it will take and you're going to hit Shift, click, and then now you'll notice that some of these things actually have recipes that they didn't have before. For example, this one, producing the biomethanol. In order to produce the biomethanol, it needs steam and it needs wood. So we have not produced nearly enough wood right now. Let's see, this one needs steam and it needs wood, but it looks like... Okay, we need some fast inserters for that there. And while those creating, I'm just going to highlight over these new items so it stops bothering me that they're there. But okay, cool. So now it has the wood. The final thing that it needs is steam. Now you can see these pipes here. They're kind of coming down. And the reason why steam was not being produced was that we did not have the inserters. The fast inserters go into the boiler, and it takes the wood, puts it into the boiler, produces steam. The steam goes into here, produces the biomethanol, which will go into the gas station, it'll power things, and then from there it continues to make more wood. Of course, violating the laws of physics, because you cannot... you can't put energy into a system and expect more than you put in to come out. So, question from the chat: what is creep? So, creep is if you've ever played StarCraft, the Zerg. Let's see if we can find another biter base that we can go take out, and I will show you what creep is. So, it's basically this stuff right here, this biomass. It is on the ground. And it is underneath the bases of the biters. and it slows you down walking like a ton, and it is not fun to deal with. So in general, biter or creep is kind of bad, but you need it for research as well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and create a radar system up here because it's kind of hard to kind of see and teleport over to here. Luckily, we do have a turret here. I came over here to grab... Wait, what did I come over here to grab? Let's grab some more of those nanotech canisters while we're here. And, oh yeah, that's right, rifle rounds. Or magazines, I should say. So let's grab more magazines. We're going to produce a couple of more gun turrets. And then we're going to go take a walk over to play with some biters. And by play with, I mean wipe out of existence. Well, not really totally out of existence, but take out that base. So this one's getting a little bit close. That one's still a little bit far. You know, this one is... we're going to take this one out to kind of push them back a little further. Plus, it's near some rare metals. It's there's some coal there. Well, we got coal there too, but yeah, we're going to take that one out because reasons. All right, so as we sneak up, switch over to my hotkey that I use. Well, I could have just used X, but whatever. You can swap these hotbars by hitting X, by the way. So now you see that stuff right there, that purple stuff, Dylan, right underneath, these biter spawners. That is creep. When you walk along it, it makes you really, 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 really slow. So now you can see I'm kind of sneaking up just a little bit. Ooh, what is that? See that thing right there? That is a larger biter. That one right there is called it's called a big biter. You can see that there is a 2% chance of these for these to spawn. So it's kind of rare. They are a little bit excuse me. They are a little bit more powerful, kind of more of a pain in the ass to deal with. But okay, so let's go ahead and let's start taking some of these out. Hi Lauren, how are you doing? Glad to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh, I did not realize that, Dylan. Apologies for that. So Dylan is colorblind. He's not able to see the creeps stuff underneath. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know if there is a colorblind mode for that. Let me see. This is actually a really interesting thing because I've not had to deal with that. Wow, yeah, that would make things really difficult for you because you would not be able to really see where that creep is, and you'd walk into it, and life would get really challenging for you. I am going to, well, if I could find my notepad, I'm going to make a note to look that up because I am really curious about that. And if they do not have a workaround for it, I will see if I can. I'll see if I can mod it and ask them to incorporate it. All right, so let's go ahead and start taking this out. Well, first we're going to build our turrets like we did last time, and that is to just kind of defend ourselves while they kind of start coming at us. We have range. Now, the reason why I wasn't showing range before was that I had my nanobots selected. You can see down here. When you hit tab, you switch between the weapons. And when you have your nanobots, obviously nanobots are not going to be able to do very much against the spawns. Now, I could just use a machine gun, but it will be slow. They are not very strong. Kind of looking at the hovering over it, so you can see that the shooting speed is good. Oh, it doesn't mention the damage, unfortunately. The damage from this rifle is significantly more, and it's great for taking these bases out. So you can see biter spawns. Biter spawns. We have we got 2 worms here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start taking this out. See, they're already angry. I don't know why I'm only taking out their base. And you can see that they were a little bit smart, and they were trying to come around the turrets a little bit. So I'm going to build this wall out just a tiny little bit. You can see that they did attack the wall a tiny little bit. They did do a little bit of damage to it, which is okay. I mean, I could just repair it, but is it really necessary? Meanwhile, I'm looking for my repair icon, but that was mostly because I wanted to drop it on the bar. I actually don't have any repair packs. Huh. let's create some repair packs, put it on here. That's really good in the event that you have to kind of repair a little bit of walls because you just don't have enough on you. Whatever. All right, so that's done. Now let's go ahead and take out the small worm. Obviously, when they get in the way, they kind of end up getting shot. Now you can see on the right side or left side at our evolution, every time we kill them, they get a tiny bit stronger. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. But over time, you know, as they get stronger and stronger, the stronger ones will continue to, you know, the higher tier ones continue to get stronger and stronger. And let me tell you, they become a giant pain in the ass really fast. Okay, so this spawn is basically dead. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all this. We're going to select back to our nanobots, let them do their thing. I'm going to, again, look through here and see if I can find where the heck that shovel is, because I know that I created it. And it's just driving me crazy, because I know it's in here somewhere. I mean, there is a search feature, so I guess I could use that. I don't remember what the heck it's called. Let's take a look in here. So it's not in any of these. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the other things that you can build, which is the jackhammer. Yeah, you see it's right here, creep collector. I should have a creep collector. Why do I not have a creep collector? And why are these things not taking down these buildings? My nanobots should be doing their thing. Oh, there they go. You know, I'm going to build a assembly machine because I wonder if this is one of those things that you can't build by hand. It has to be built in a factory, which is very possible. There's definitely a number of items in this game that are like that. And this is not one of them. Where the hell is the creep collector? Oh my god. Did I die and drop it? Something? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, but you can see now that I'm walking across the creep, look at how slow I'm going. Off the creep, on the creep. Just curious, Dylan, looking at this scene right here, can you actually see the differences? You know, without like looking at the actual colors of it, but can you see the texture difference between those? I have to reload my chat over here. It kind of hung. I'm just curious if you can actually see that. I'm going to deconstruct a little bit of this right now. You can see the color and texture. Okay, that's good to know. They really do need to have a different one in there, though. Okay, it's going to drive me crazy, crazy, crazy where that creep collector is. I know that I had one. I know I had it on me. It was in my inventory. I had it selected at one point, and it's gone. Whatever. All right, so we're going to deconstruct, deconstruct all this creep. I mean, it's one of those things where you don't have to really worry about the biters using it. It does slow you down, but we are going to need to use some of that stuff for some further research. Let's see. We're going to drop a couple of these electric components into our trash slots. The trash slots are not really trash. They don't delete like you would think. What they are is when you have items that you just don't want to have on you, like let's say, for example, trees. Once you get the logistics and you have trees, you know, you have wood kind of pop into your inventory, it can say, okay, yeah, you've said that you don't want to have any trees. I'm just going to go ahead and automatically add it to trash. And then when you're in range of your logistic spots, they will pick it up and they will deliver to a storage container. So let's see, I can't get it out of there. Oh my god, it's going to drive me crazy. Why can't I get that? Yeah, whatever. All right, I'll have to research that later. It's going to drive me crazy where that thing is. All right, whatever. I know I keep saying that, but yeah, it just drives me crazy. So we should start producing a little bit of the biomass, the research for that. So let's go ahead and we're going to first do this in our... Wait, let's see what we need for our military tech cards. I think we're first going to do it in the mall. Okay, so we need electronic components, we need blank tech cards, and then we need biter research data. Now, biter research data is created by using coke, not that coke, biomass and steel plates. So we need to find a place in order to do that. So we're producing coke over here. We've got steel over here. We're going to build a temporary system. This is not going to be a permanent one, but it's going to be a little bit temporary. There are some better ones that we can do later on, but I just don't want to build it out really too heavy. You can see, like, here's the military tech card one that you can produce later on, but it is huge. Like, we just don't need nearly that much research right now. So we're going to build a little bit of a temporary setup like we've done a dozen times before. Drop an assembly machine here. We're going to go ahead and select biter research data. And for that, we need coke, biomass, and steel plates. The reason I didn't, build it all too close to here is I really want to kind of establish that these items, or this is completely different than that. So let's drop a loader here. Don't really need a loader, but we're just kind of doing... Oh, wait. Let's see. I don't know how many of these we're really going to need to build, so let's build out something a little bit better. And then we're going to put another one here. I know this looks like a really weird setup, but this allows me to have really fast inserting of some of the materials that are required. Let's see here. Biter research data. We're going to take one of those substations that I love, drop it in place, and you can see that, like, it covers a really big range. Luckily, this is, I only need to use one medium electric pole there, which should actually create a couple of those. I don't know if we got a mall going for those, but if we don't, we really need one. All right, so I'm going to drop down a couple of more belts, do a fast inserter. Iron chest, because we need to put some of that biomass that we have collected around the map and kind of drop it in. Come on, let's go. There we go. Excellent. So our iron chest here. Cool. And drop our biomass in. That will come through and start... Why is it not showing up? Oh, because these are backwards. Huh, no wonder. Wait, what the hell? Excuse me? This is, like, weird. Huh, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, I just gotta replace these. I don't know what the hell happened with that. That's one thing that happens with the loader sometimes. It's not always intuitive which direction is what, because you notice that, like, okay, there's the arrow, so that's the way it's pointing, but then there's that little, like, notch at the end, and it's not very intuitive to know, like, okay, that notch is there, but, like, it can also be for the other side of the assembler. It's kind of like, which way do you actually, like, you would look at it and go, oh, well, this is the way to do it. Well, guess what? It's not. It actually has to go the opposite direction. It's stupid the way they do it. This little notch should be the exact same direction that the arrow is. Just my little pet peeve. It is what it is, but, Okay, so we're going to need steel as well. And we're also going to need coke. So what I'm going to do is disassemble that, even though I just got done assembling it. We're going to put our iron chest here, because this is where we're going to just drop our biomass into. And we're all going to drop it on half of it, because the other half is going to be used for grabbing some of this steel. Steel's not going to come in super quick, no big deal. I need to grab some of that out to make sure that that properly goes through and propagates, as we'd expect. Cool. Now the only thing we need is the coke. And what we'll do is, again, this is one of those things where you really should pull from the belt itself, but this is a temporary setup. We're not going to be leaving this like this. So for those messy reasons, we can, well, be messy. We're running a little bit low on, wow, we're running really low on belts. Let's go grab some. Let's head over to our mall. Go shopping for some more belts. Let's see, we definitely need some more splitters while we're here. And we need, we're going to underground pipes, but let's just grab a bunch of these. Take some of the slower ones. We're going to drop it in there. You know, this way it doesn't have to pull it off the belt. Now it's full. Can't do much more. Okay, cool. See, now I have about like 900 on me. That's good. We're good to go. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, as Dylan said, the curved belt was also backwards. Yeah, I that was another issue that I did end up solving, but like it's weird because it shouldn't have allowed me to do that because of the splitter. The splitter was, yeah. Oh, actually, no. Maybe the splitter was also backwards. I don't know. I'll have to watch the replay and kind of see. Oh yeah, we were also working on that that little system. We got to go back and finish that. But let's first finish this, even though this is actually the second that we're working on. So even though we have, you know, these things kind of going in here, we're going to build another one of these. And I'm just a fan of these inserters because you can just kind of... oh, wait, actually, we should have built these a little bit further out. Oopsies. That's a mistake on my part. So let's build this out a little bit further. We're basically bringing in some more of the coke over to here. And so, I mean, we can use an inserter for this. Let's see how fast these things produce. Oh, they're at 40 seconds. So you know what, to be honest with you, we don't even really need to use loaders for this because this is pretty damn slow. But the great thing about using loaders is that they require no electricity. So that's another reason why I'm kind of a fan of them. We will, however, have to have... oops, I built this a little bit too close. We will have to still have inserters to... You know what? Actually, okay, let's try this. Let's go out a little bit further with it. I'm going to try an experiment here. I'm going to try to use more inserters and use no... Or I'm going to try to use no inserters for this. Oops, let's build this up a little bit further. And you'll see momentarily how I plan to make this work. It is actually easier dropping all this stuff like after you have these with the proper recipe. I think that's another reason why this kind of got all messed up the first time. I mean, it is weird that, like, okay, look at this. It is weird that it allows me to set... oh, well, I guess, okay, that's interesting. I guess I never really tried that. You could theoretically have items kind of coming the other direction. Then you can use the merger to kind of bring those items onto that belt by having two items kind of like crossing each other. Well, I just covered my mic as I was saying that. You could have two items kind of crossing each other like this. I've never personally done that, but that's kind of cool. I guess I will have to try that sometime. I just never really thought of doing that, to be honest with you. Okay, cool. So these should now actually be going through. I got to grab some more of this creep out of here because, yeah, unfortunately, that was just... you can see that's kind of clogged up a little bit because it was not on the right sides of the belt. That's okay. We're going to drop our biomass in there, and it'll go through, and it'll continue to populate. These are now building. Awesome. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an exit. And before I go too far with this, I'm going to make sure at least one of these works. And I don't think that I can use productivity on this. Oh, I can. Oh. I'm kind of surprised by that. To be honest with you, with the productivity modules on these, you know, this stage I'm going to use it because we don't have a lot of creep. It is going to be a lot slower, but that's okay because we're going to go off and we're going to do a bunch of other things while this is going through. But I just want to confirm that the result actually goes through and then comes over to here. This way we can, because it's a little bit, this thing is just too small. I'm not sure if it'll actually allow exit here. Otherwise, we have to add space in between each of these. Oh, it came through. Perfect. We have a completely, we have no inserters being used on this at all, which is awesome because it saves us a lot of power. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do kind of a similar thing. We'll kind of merge these through. And, you know what? I'm complicating this. There's no reason to make it all complicated. So yeah, we will need to also build a temporary thing for taking these, the biter research data and converting it into military tech cards. But what we're going to do is we're going to run this all the way back over to this system over here, even though we haven't actually... Oh, wait. I don't like that I built that so close to that. All right, this is fine. Whatever, it's good for now. Okay, so we have those blue chemical tech cards kind of coming through there. We're not going to do a whole ton right now. We'll build a temporary... you know, I'm not a big fan of this, to be honest with you. Okay, we're still going to build kind of a temporary setup here. I'm not a big fan of it. We'll end up moving it later. It's no big deal. Yeah. Sorry, I just keep getting messages on my my watch all day today. It's been a pretty busy day. Sorry to all the folks that I have not been able to message back. I've just been super busy today. What can I say? All right, so military tech cards. We're going to need the biter research data, which we have coming over on that conveyor belt over there. We're going to need blank tech cards, and then we're also going to need electronic components. So let's go ahead and build a very similar setup to what we just did over there. So we're going to have, actually, you know, we can just copy and paste this setup over here, and we're going to do effectively the same damn thing. Copy. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll have this there. Perfect. Even though this is not going to be for that, we're just going to switch around this recipe over to this, military tech cards. It's a nice little simple temporary setup that allows us to spit out a little bit of military tech cards. We can expand it out a little bit. We're not going to go too far with it because we just don't have a lot of we just don't have a lot of the biter the creep right now. So there's no reason to kind of build this out too much. Okay, there we go. Cool. Let's see here. This we actually have to build the other direction. Okay, so we have our output kind of coming through here. Make sure we get that right. Oops. Built that a little bit too, there we go. Now, this actually has to be built the opposite direction because we're going to be building those or bringing those items off of the belt. So it's no big deal. We just kind of switch some things around. Get rid of all this. Yeah, we could rotate them. I know. It's just... It's really not worth it. But now you can see that we've got the, you know, the research data kind of coming through this way. It's going to drop on one side of the belt. Looks like we need another steel chest here. Or, excuse me, iron chest. And, wait, what do we also have coming through here? Wait, actually, we don't really need this one right here because we're going to have this. And it's going to be two different things kind of coming in, which is going to be the electronic components and the blank tech cards. Wait, did we start bringing blank tech cards down the belt yet? I don't remember. Well, here's our electronic components. Perfect. Now you can see that we have our electronic components coming down this belt. It's going to drop on only half of this belt here because that little like kind of Y setup we have here. And then now each of these splitters are going to maintain those electronic components on the left side of the belt. You can see those are starting to fill up. These don't take very long to produce, so we don't really need the inserters. It's just more about the money or the power right now. Of course, it's always about the money, but I mean right now it's about the power. Okay, so let's build a... I don't think I have enough room here for this. Okay, there we go. I forgot that I have this little setup over here. I need to start using it more because I forgot we're producing so many of those. It's awesome. Now, where are our blank tech cards? I'm not sure if we started bringing our blank tech cards down here. I know that we're producing them, but I don't... Oh, wait, here they are. Perfect. Here's our blank tech cards. And we also have AI cores on there. Excellent. So now let's figure out, we're going to have to kind of go the reverse direction with all this stuff. Yeah, because we're going to basically have to kind of come across a belt that doesn't even, or, you know, kind of a bus that doesn't even really exist yet. And it's not that far out yet, so we're just going to have to kind of pretend. Yeah, this is kind of a mess here, but as we expand down, it will kind of clear itself up. And you'll see a lot of that over time. This is just one of those messy things that just kind of happens early on in the game, especially when you don't build your bus the exact width that you really want it to be. There's definitely some things that I would have corrected with this build, but it's a little bit too late to kind of deal with that crap right now. I mean, I guess I could deal with it in an off stream. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe. Okay, so for this, we are going to extend our bus a little bit. It's not exactly correct, but close enough. These we don't need to extend out because, actually, I don't know why the hell these are set up like that. Of course, we ran out of space, so we can't pick all those items up. This doesn't really make any sense because while, yes, it is a bus, we're just not really using that as a bus at this time. Now let's kick off some more research. Okay, we got a bunch of military things we're going to need to do. We don't really need cliff explosives at this point. We'll research it anyway at some point. Let's just continue with our excess fluid handling. And let's see, speed modules 2. Yeah, I guess we should research these. Those will be good to get. And we don't have the military stuff yet to produce rockets, so we're going to need to finish up the chemical tech cards. Same thing with shields and everything else. The shields are, I mean, come on. Okay, first off, looking at the lubricant, I mean, they knew what they were doing. And I'm kind of surprised that it made it to 1.0. I thought that they might have, you know, left that icon in during like a beta period and then ended up changing it, but they didn't. I don't personally care, but I'm just frankly kind of surprised that they did that, to be honest with you. Not the first game that has very phallic items in it, but whatever. Is it phallic? Is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway. Back to this. By the way, I saw not to get political or anything because I'm trying to stay away from politics, but I did see a funny post on or comment on Twitter or on Reddit. Somebody saying, "Well, Biden's speech really should have been his opening line should have been, well, that was interesting." All right, no more politics because I just don't feel like hearing about any more politics. I'm done with that. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to extend our bus up a little bit further. This is a giant mess over here. I don't know what's going where at this point. It's just a giant mess. Yeah, I really have to figure this out at some point. But what I will do is I'll put this there, and then I'll kind of put this... I don't know. This is like the messiest bus ever. This is why buses are a pain in the ass. This is why a lot of people don't like buses and they kind of avoid them. I don't blame them because it is a pain in the ass when you start dealing with things like this. Yeah. All right. I think it's a little bit better for now. We'll figure out the rest later. Oh crap! This is the wrong one too. Oh, crap, I have to go back and grab all those items off that belt because I completely messed up. Damn it. I was supposed to bring blank tech cards, not AI cores. Oopsies. All right, so do an underground belt for that, and then do this, and then there we go. That's what it should have been. All right, so these mistakes happen a lot, unfortunately, with this game. But what I'm going to do is cut this off before it gets too far. Luckily, some of my little gaps that were waiting for further parts of the bus are completely messed up. So because part of the bus is going down this way, or the overlap of the bus is going down, this one's going up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete these, which will grab those items into my inventory. And let's see, do we have enough room for that? Not really, but see if we can collect the messed up ones here. Perfect. And then now, go ahead and rerun our bus, and then everything is back to normal. They will continue to head down. Hopefully I actually connected the right thing. Luckily towards the bottom, I ended up putting this brake, which is great because when things get, this way I can kind of confirm that this is the right set of things. To be honest with you, when I connected this, I should have done that. And it's kind of it's a good habit to get in that when you're connecting a bunch of systems together that you kind of have that little gap there to make sure that the items you're feeding in are the items that you intend. Awesome. Now this is producing military tech cards. Great. Now, got a little more research done. Awesome. Fluid handling, steel fluid handling. We don't really need it right now. Inserter capacity, that's actually a good one. Let's go ahead and kick that off. I'm going to start running up a belt to our research. And basically it's going to kind of run up. It's going to run, actually we'll run it right next to this because it actually has to connect on one half of it. See, we'll run it up to about here. I don't like doing these kind of like weird, it's a little sloppy. But yeah, so basically the military tech cards will kind of come up here. Jump over this, jump over that. Oops. Now, we don't want to run it directly in there because then that would have, the two things that we want on both sides, which is just simply not going to work. What we are going to do is we're going to put this here, put an underground there, bring this around, and then there you go. You have half it on one side, half on the other side. This can kind of continue to go down. And then you will see, once we hit here, those labs will start picking them up, dropping them into the back. And even though those are not currently being used for the research, so you can see which tech cards are actively being used for the research right now, that is not one of them, which is okay, because the thing that we're currently researching does not use it. But now let's go ahead and queue up the next thing that we should actually get, which is going to be our rocketry. This will be really good for defending against the biters. You got long range, it does a lot of damage, and it works really, really, really well. So let's go ahead and research that. Efficiency modules, we'll go ahead and research those. At this stage, we don't really use them very much. Oh, excuse me. Advanced, so the electrical furnaces will be nice because then we don't need to use coal anymore. Let's kick off that research as well. And yes, it's going to take a little while for the rocketry to finish because we need 120 of those, so that's going to take a little while. Lasers are definitely something we're going to want to research. Those are great because you can actually create like laser weapons, which I prefer over the armor piercing rounds. Let's go ahead and leave that. Let's just let it go like that and let it do its research. Our glass is still a little bit slow. And we're chewing up a lot of glass right now. The reason we're chewing up so much glass is because you can see that we are just dropping everything into this container, which is great because we're building up a lot. We got, 3 point whatever K. We're going to do a teleport hack over here. We should build a buffer here as well. We didn't do that before. But because these are military tech cards, and we're going to use them for... Wait, do we need these indefinitely? I don't remember, but either way, we're just going to put that there and, let it buffer up when it needs to. We need a lot more of the biter creep before this will finish. That's okay. It's a little bit slow. Let's see, do we have any being produced right now? Yeah, we've got a little bit. So it looks like we'll be able to finish rocketry, maybe. Let's see what other biters we can find nearby. Still trying to figure out where the hell my shovel went. My creep collector. Like, I swear it's in here. Like, oh my god. If anybody sees something that looks like a shovel in these icon lists, like, please let me know, because it's driving me crazy. Like, I know it's in here. It's gotta be. Like, it's one of the items that, you know, I don't even see the, well, the jackhammer. We'll go ahead and research that, because maybe that will show up in the same place. I don't know. But yeah, like, let's see. I know that I did a search for it before and it didn't show up. Yeah. Creep collector not showing up. That is so weird. There's got to be something. It might be a bug. I don't know. Because I swear that it was there and it's kind of driving me crazy. Like, whatever. All right. So, let's go ahead and take out some more biters because we need more creep anyway. So let's see. That nest is it's pretty big. That one's kind of far. It's kind of far. Yeah, this one's getting a little bit close for comfort. So let's go ahead and take that one out next. It's going to be a slow walk down there. Well, I guess I could, oh wait, I could do... I'm not doing larger jumps. Well, I guess I could now. Oh, there we go. Yes, I know it's kind of cheating doing that. I feel like I'm playing like an old school like Ultima game, like jumping along like that. Okay, so you can see there's definitely some more worms. Oh, crap rocks. So the best thing to do is when you got all these kind of chasing after you, you just kind of backpedal a little bit, take them out. Luckily, combat in this game is pretty simple. It looks like my audio is kind of low. Hold on, let me fix the computer audio. How's the computer audio? Can anybody actually hear the guns firing and stuff? Okay, raise it up a little bit more. I don't know if you'll be able to hear those or not. It's something I'm still working on. Okay, so let's switch our menus over. We can build a little bit of a wall. No, you can't hear the game sounds. Okay, how about now? Like, yeah, when I start, like, shooting at them, you'll probably start hearing a little bit more. Oh, crap, I can't really. Can you hear those sounds now? And how is it over my, oh, you still can't hear it, really? Wow. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, wait, for some reason that's playing over... That's weird. Huh. I can hear it coming out of my speakers, out of the computer speakers, which I actually forgot to turn down. Oopsies. Let me fix that. And then... AFK one quick second. I'm going to take a look at these cables to see, like, what's wrong with this. And, let's see. Yeah, I might have screwed up one of my splitter cables. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what's up with that. I'll have to take a look at it later. For some reason, it's just, I don't know. Let me take a look at one more thing to see if, yeah, it should be coming out through that. Let's try that. Let's try switching that over. Yeah, I can't hear it anymore. I don't know. All right, sorry about that, folks. It's another thing I have to fix in this whole kind of setup. For some reason, the sound is not coming through as it was supposed to. Yeah, I kind of have a little bit of a complex setup here. I mean, most people will be like, hey, why do you have such a complex setup? Maybe it'd be easier to work with a simpler setup. Well, if this was a simple setup, I wouldn't be doing it. But basically, I have a mixer here, and then I have the audio from the computer coming out into the mixer, and then it goes back through USB after it goes through the headphones, and then it goes through the mic. It's kind of whatever. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and take these things out. Let's finish these guys. Oh, I hate that the that little highlight shows up at the same time, but luckily we can zoom out a little more. It's weird, I can hear the game sounds in my headphones. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and blame it on Gremlins, because I think it's their fault. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this gunfire is really slow, but it does a great amount of damage to these things, which is the most important thing. That worm I'm going to have to take out a little bit closer, but I want to take out more of these spawners, these spawn nests first. And every single time they keep getting in the way of my bullets. Yeah, it's getting a little bit slower to take these out because of the range. The further away it is, the definitely slower that it is to kind of hit these. So I think that we might have to move up a little bit more. And unfortunately, I don't have enough ammo. So I'm just going to go ahead and steal a little bit out of my clips, or my mags. And let's just take these apart. I mean, yeah, this is a really slow and cheesy way to deal with these biters, but you know what? It's safe, it works, and you don't have to do a lot of corpse runs, which I've had to do enough of those in this game. I mean, I've got the teleport, so it's not so bad to do a corpse run in this, but the unfortunate thing is that it doesn't show you on the map where the hell your corpse is. So when you die, you're like, oh my god, how do I get back to where the hell I was? Now you can see they're running off, they're heading over to another base. Sometimes they do that because they're just like, alright, well there's nothing left here. I'm just going to run to the safety of another base. Cool. Now we can go over, we can collect some of this creep. It's going to take forever to pick it up because the, unfortunately, my shovel has disappeared. I don't know what the heck happened to it. It's around here somewhere. I wonder if just reloading the game might help. I don't know. Okay, so, you know, to make the rockets, we're going to, well, first off, making the rocket launcher, that's easy. To make the rockets, we're going to start needing to make explosives. And for the explosives, we need to have some sulfur, which I think we're using, water, and coal. And then the rest of it's pretty easy to kind of put together. The rockets are, you know, the first stage rockets are, they are not the strongest, but they are better than using rifle rounds. I can tell you that much. And yes, as this is, you know, digging up all those, that creep, I am still looking for my shovel. Because it is supposed to be here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I swear, it was one of those things that was made like early in the, you know, I just, did I die at some point maybe and I just lost it? I mean, well, I lost it a long time ago, but I mean like the creep. Okay, so let these things just kind of come apart. We did manage to get 264 creep, which is good. We can kind of go drop that into our little system so we can do some research into military, further research into military, I should say. And it pushes them a little back, and it makes our life a little bit easier. We will have to take this one out. This will probably be one of the next ones we take out. It's a little bit bigger of a base, so we have to be careful with that one. Let's do our teleport hack over here. Yes, thank you, Apple Watch. I will stand up at my next convenience. I do like the Apple Watch for that. I do try to listen to my Apple Watch overlord when it tells me that I need to do some standing. Okay, so I will I'm gonna research a couple of these level 2 modules. I really should pick up some red circuits also. Let's see, where are we producing red circuits? Those are up here. Oh, good. We have a whole ton of them in this container here. Eventually, we're going to have a logistics system that does this for us. But right now, this is just kind of the slow and painful way to deal with this. Okay, good. That should be enough for that. And then, you know, I'm not going to queue anything else up. We're just going to leave that as is for now. Let's see, how are we doing on belts? We should go pick some more up. Let's see here. What do we have? We got a lot of items on us right now. How are we doing on power? Oh, wait, that's what we were doing. Oh, my God. Oh, my ADD. Let's head back over and finish this thing. Okay, so you can see that it is actually producing power now. So even though we kind of left and walked away from this, it has been producing power for us for a little while. Not a lot of power, but it's been producing something at least. I click on this, you can see that it did produce a little bit of power, and then it stopped, and it went again. That's just because it's just not producing nearly enough wood right now. And that's because this thing is just not finished building. Oh yeah, part of the problem was that we were using these inserters, or these... We're using the loaders instead of inserters, which honestly, I don't know why this particular blueprint ended up using inserters instead of using just loaders. It's just so much easier. Oh wait, I guess one's for far, one's for close. All right, I get it. Like, yeah, okay. But you know what? I'm just gonna not deal with that. Like, whatever. We can put it on there later if we really need it. Let's see. Okay, so the jackhammer should now show up in this recipe, or the crafting menu. And if it doesn't show up in here, then I know something is definitely bugged. And look at that. It does not show up in there. I mean, you all seen it. It is not in there. So there's definitely something bugged with this game. Or, well, okay, maybe not the game. It's probably the mod. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to save this really fast, and then we're going to do a quick reload. I always save twice. I don't know why, but you can see we have 14 hours into this game now. 14 hours, and we're just getting to chemical research. Or chemical tech cards was done, and now we're getting into military research. Okay, let's see if this creep collector shows up now, or the other thing, which was the jackhammer. And it's still not showing up. Huh. That is weird. Oh yeah, we do have to build a car. We should build that at some point. I mean, we got the teleports. We don't really need to get around that way, but it will be good for exploring and stuff. Yeah. Alright, so this should now be producing a lot more. We do need a couple of more gas-powered stations. So we can produce 2 of those, but we need more engines to produce the 3rd. So while we produce that, let's head over to where our engines are. Well, actually, we should probably pick up more pipe. Yeah. So we can put into that system to grab 600, head back over to here where we're building our engines, and then drop a little more pipe in here. Cool. These are out of resources for iron plates and for iron gears. Yeah, I mean, this is all a temporary setup. It's just to get us kind of what we need right now. A little bit of something. We'll have a better engine factory later. Let's kind of come over here, grab some more gears. We should also grab some more iron, I guess, while we're here. Cool. That should be good. Let's head back over to our engine factory, and we will drop, let's see here, drop a little of that, drop another stack of that, another stack of gears. You know, maybe we will actually do a little temporary kind of thing. I guess yeah. I hate doing hacky setups, but sometimes you just kind of have to. All right, so we're going to put this here. Going to drop a substation because we'll probably be building out a couple of more things at some point. Use medium pole to connect to there. And we're going to drop another chest. This chest, we're going to drop a couple of the things that we need, but unfortunately we can't put everything that we need in. Why is this not producing that? Oh, because I'm producing a bunch of other things, that's why. Okay. Keep getting sidetracked. Okay, we'll come back to this. I'm just waiting for my other engine that I need to finish. Let's go ahead and drop some things into the... oh wait, we're right here. Let's go drop it into that chest that we have over by our... Let's see, let's drop it in here. Yeah, we'll put that there for now. Put that there. Oh yeah, let's head over here. We have some more creep to kind of drop in here. Oh wait, we don't. Wait, did I already put it in? Oh, I did. Oh, okay, well, we have some better research data that we can just drop on this belt. You can drop items onto the belt by holding the item in your cursor, and then you press Z, and it drops the item down, and then they go across the belt. You can drop it on either side of the belt. So you can drop it on left or right side of the belt. And these are continuing to go through. Now we can actually see, like, what military research can we do next? Landmines, they're hit or miss. Flamethrowers are nice for getting rid of a lot of trees really fast. The trees do, absorb pollution, so you want to be careful about how you do that. See, projectile damage, stronger explosives. This is really good for rockets. So let's go ahead and research that. Inserter capacity is also still a nice one. Let's go ahead and get that, because that actually affects all inserters. They can collect a little bit more resources at a time. Modular turrets. Now, this is a mod that I've installed, and I still haven't gotten around to actually using for anything. Portable generators, reinforced plates. I've never used these. They do make it faster to walk around. I haven't used them in the past, but we will use them in this stream. Processing units, which is basically blue circuits. Let's go ahead and queue that up, because that's going to open up a whole bunch of other things. Let's start a research into lasers. Frickin' lasers. Uranium processing. So that's when we're going to start getting into the interesting things. Which will start working towards nuclear. Military 3, which this is that... Oh, wait, that's not the poison capsule yet. There's a poison capsule you can use to kind of reduce the evolution of the biters, which definitely helps quite a bit. Oh, you're seeing a black screen, really? I don't know if you can actually see me. So are you seeing a complete black screen? Can you hear me? That's kind of weird. I don't know why you are getting a black screen. I don't know if you can hear me or not. So there has been an issue with some... There has been an issue. I hope you can actually hear me. There has been some issues with mobile devices, and I haven't quite gotten that figured out. It's actually a bug in the Twitch app. This is a problem on their end, but they don't actually provide any troubleshooting on how to actually fix that. Can you please tell me what type of tablet do you have, and what OS is that tablet running it? Like, if it's an Android, what OS are you running on it? If it's an iPad, what type of iPad, what version of iOS are you running on it? That information would be super helpful. I do have an Android tablet and an iOS or an iPad, so I can go ahead and do some troubleshooting on that, but it would be very, very interesting. Yeah, it has something to do with the frame rate. But yeah, please tell me what kind of device you have because I would really like to get this narrowed down. PJ, who is also in the chat, has had issues with it streaming over the Xbox. I think it's a combination of my frame rate and the fact that I'm doing an ultra wide. It's probably because of my aspect ratio. I think I might have to just go back down to a lower aspect ratio if that's still causing problems. I apologize for that. Also, just a Fire tablet. Oh, okay. Interesting. I do have a Fire tablet. I'll have to test that out. You can also go to YouTube. If you'd like to watch the stream on YouTube, and I'm not going to lie, a like and follow would also be super awesome. But here, I will put in chat this is a link to YouTube, and you can watch me on there as well. I'm streaming to both locations at the same time right now. But yes, thank you for joining us, and I'm sorry that you're having that issue, but I will definitely go ahead and take a look at it and see what I can do to fix that, because, yeah, you are not the first person who's had that issue. And I'd really like to get it narrowed down, because it's hard to grow over stream when people can't see you. Okay, so let's see. We got this thing up and going now. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I forgot to connect, or forgot to finish this over here, so we were not putting wood out, so we weren't putting enough wood out to actually put into this burner. Yeah, you can see we can now produce up to 78.4 megawatts of power, and that is awesome. We should produce another storage tank. Do we have enough space? We're running really short on space. We need something to increase our space soon. Cool, so that will, I think that's for storing, I forget what it's storing in there. I don't know. But yeah, you can see it's a little bit slow. It's not producing as much as it really should at this point. Oh, we do need another greenhouse. Let's go ahead and produce that. We need some wood. We need some glass, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like we're getting attacked by something. Let's go deal with them. Bye-bye. They are gone. And, well, I guess it's a good opportunity to drop some turrets over here. So if they come back in the future, they will be in for a little bit of a surprise. It's great that these little alerts show up on here so you know when you can go kind of take them out. There we go. These are now out of resources. So it's funny, they were attacking... Oops, that's the wrong one. I didn't want to destroy that one. It's funny, they were attacking, you know, the mines that don't need to, or, you know, they're out. They're not producing anything. So, like, why attack them? What did they do to you? Yeah, for some reason, why is that? You know, I picked up those other mines. I think I should have been able to drop it. That's weird. I don't know what happened with that. Oh, that's because I didn't have my nanobots selected. That's why. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, so that should have automatically deconstructed as well. So let's drop another mine over here, because you see there was a little patch. It's like 523 copper. We want to grab that out. Kind of loop around here. This is going to go pretty quick. 520. It'll drop out really fast and kind of come down over through here. I really wish I could figure out that tablet issue. That's weird. Anybody else out there have a Fire tablet by any chance? Oh, there's only 10 coal in here. We'll just hand pick this. I'm really curious if anybody else has any mobile devices and if they've tried streaming and seeing how the stream is. You know what, actually? Just for the hell of it, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, do I even have the Twitch app installed? I do have it on my iPhone, so I'm going to go ahead and load up on my iPhone. I'm kind of curious if, oh, of course it's asking for my password. I forgot to log into it. We have disabled the ability to log in with your email address. Oh, I hate that. I use 1Password, not like literally 1Password, but I use the 1Password app to store my passwords, and it did like an autofill with using my email address, and yeah. Okay, let's see here. I'm sorry for doing this during the stream, but I'm really curious if, if this is what's going on here, because I'd really like to get that issue kind of solved. And, oh, this is Stream Manager. Okay, that's not quite what I want right now. My channel, there we go. And let's see, okay, live. And, I'm getting a black screen. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Okay, it is working for me on the iPhones. That's good to know. So I'll test out my iPad. And now I'm really curious if the previous streams are also having problems. Like if you were to load up one of my older videos from, like, I don't know, Saturday, for example, I wonder if that one shows up as well. Another problem I have is that I do have it at a higher bit rate, and I'm wondering if my bit rate might be a little bit too high for some tablets to kind of handle. Because to be honest with you, a Fire tablet is a little bit underpowered compared to a lot of the other Android devices out there. I'm not sure, is Amazon even really doing any more work into those? Like, I know that they spent a lot of time doing some research on it, and they were doing a lot of things with it, but then I think they just kind of stopped working on it because I don't know if they weren't selling very well or whatever the case. Okay, so let's drop some of these things in here. We are just running out of space constantly. Oh, wait. That was dumb. But yeah, we don't have logistics yet, so we can't really have these items automatically be picked up. We're going to keep working towards our robots, which will be really nice once we get those bots, because let me tell you, the bots really change the game. Like, the game becomes very different once you get those bots. Let me tell you. But in the meantime, got to do this the really painful way. Yeah, I know there's things we could use these items for, but, like, whatever. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, so back to whatever we were working on. I don't even remember. Alright, so we got, we're gonna get some wood, and we're gonna get some glass, so we can finish building that greenhouse. Luckily we have the wood on us. We just have to grab a little bit of glass. So let's walk over here. Those bots should go ahead and pick those two up. Perfect. Grab some glass off of this belt. Perfect. Produce that greenhouse. We're gonna do our cheaty teleport over here. And once that is done building, it's gonna just plop in place. There you go. Cool. Yeah, the bitrate just might be too high. Unfortunately, yeah, it just might be an issue with Twitch. I don't know if it's possible for me to stream to different services using different bit rates, but it really just might come down to maybe, and I'm just saying maybe, I might have to use 2 different computers to stream, one to Twitch and one to YouTube. Oh my god, how crazy would that be, having 2 OBS setups? Oh my god, I just keep making things more difficult for myself. But hey, that's kind of half of the fun of this, is coming up with new creative things to do. Alright, so, oh yeah, we need some more fast inserters, because you can see that these are not really being utilized, which means that we are just not producing as much as we really could be producing. I mean, it's not that big of a deal right now, but, we should just go ahead and correct that. So let's go ahead and let's grab some steel over here. I guess I could have just done it this way. Whatever. And build a couple of fast inserters. But this will be good to do this, because then when we do need the more electricity, it will just automatically kick on, and it just, no big deal. This thing is self-contained. It just needs a little bit of power to fire up the first time, and then outside of that, it just does its thing. Like, I think that you could probably replace these with with burner inserters. And by replacing these with burner inserters, I think that, you would never have to have that initial power to kick it on. Because if these run out of power, you're in pretty serious trouble. All right, let's see how much power we're producing now. 78.4. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let's create a couple more of those fast inserters. It looks like they're needed on the other side here. There we go. Those are working. Those are working good. Let's see, we don't have any over here. Perfect. All right, excellent. Yeah, I mean, this is only a single stream. This one's over here a double. I guess it does bother me a little bit, so we will create a couple of stack inserters just to, that OCD kind of thing. And we're just going to use it to just go onto the remote side. Yeah, there we go. We don't have to do this. I'm not going to lie. It is really unnecessary to do this. But we're doing it anyway, because we can. There we go. I don't really have to go much crazier with that. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, one more. And then we're done. We're done with that. All right, so both sides of the belts will fill up. It's no big deal, whatever. We don't really need to do that. Okay, so now looking at things, our research is kind of, it's chugging along. It's kind of slow right now. I'm going to start working on our, laser defense because, trust me, lasers are awesome. I love them. They don't have to be refilled on ammo. There's a lot of reasons to use them. Wow, my stream's going a little bit later than usual tonight. I'm at 2 hours and 12 minutes, and, I usually only do about an hour and a half. But you know what? I have the energy tonight, so I'm going to go a little bit longer. But I definitely am going to be cutting it off at the 3-hour mark. I can't go more than 3 hours tonight. I got more work I need to finish up. So, yeah. Well, let's see how far we go. I don't want to push myself too hard, but yeah, we'll see. So, looking at the research, let's see, the inserter bonus capacity, let's go up a little bit more. And that will allow us to insert, see, it's up to 1, and our current bonuses are, we can insert 2 additional into that, which basically means when you click on an insert, you can see the override stack size. That means that inserters have an additional bonus on top of what they normally can do. So stack inserters can do 2. And then with the additional, wait, is it 1 or, it's 2, and then this one is 2. Okay, I don't know how the bonuses work for stack inserters, but, oh wait, here we go. Stack inserters can do a hand count of 1 plus 3 right now. And then normal inserters can do, it looks like a capacity of 2, so it's kind of weird the way that it has that listed. Whatever. It's a self-contained system. We're producing enough power. We are in a much better state now with power. I am a little bit concerned about security down here for this system. So we're going to set up some turrets in the event that our biters decide to come and pay us a little visit, which they will. It's only a question of time. Just drop another gun up here, which, if you can see based on this, the retinal, you can see it kind of comes up to where I am right now. Drop another one to about here. We will have a little bit of an overlap, but enough that it kind of covers over to here a bit. And that will provide just enough security that, will hold them off while I go through and teleport over there and take them out. Let's build a quick radar dish, and then we'll go deal with the ones that are currently attacking somewhere. Yep, and they are taking that out. I don't blame them because that... Oh yeah, so you can see there's the spitters. They are nasty. They can attack from pretty far. They were attacking my chemical plants. Of course, they're going to... Basically what they do is, if you look at your map, you bring up your turret coverage, you can see that, what they're going to do is they're going to find the items of the most pollution from where they are. That biter probably came from here, and you can see it's just starting to touch on it. As the pollution hits their base, it pisses them off. The more upset they get, the more they're going to come down and mess with us. So it's going to look for the holes in your, in your system. And this was the highest up item, the closest thing that it can reach, and there's no turrets. So of course it's going to go for that first. So let's just go ahead and drop a turret there. We're actually out of ammo, or we're not out of ammo, but we have, we're a little low on ammo, I should say. But we drop that there, and then now you can see we have a little bit of turret coverage. So now they will most likely kind of come into here, or they will attack over here. But what we'll do is we'll create a couple more turrets. Let's go grab some, let's go over to our mall, we'll grab some rifle mags, and then we'll set up a little bit more defense. Probably should set up some walls and such too. Let's first head over to here, and we're just going to drop like one gun on each little kind of spot. Oops. I got to create a hotkey for this, I swear. I'm going to do that in one of my other... So I have one of those MMO mice that has like a ton of different buttons all over it, and I'm going to make it my... So I have like basically 4 buttons for like just on top, and then I have like... I don't know, see, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12 buttons on the side. Like, I have a ton of buttons all over this thing. And I'm going to make one of them just like, hey, I need to go somewhere, and then bang, I'm there. They will probably attack over here, so let's go ahead and drop a turret right about here. That should provide a little bit of coverage to here. Now, we're going to drop a radar intentionally here, even though we don't need the additional coverage. What the radar will do, as I've mentioned in previous streams, is it creates a little bit of, it creates incentive for them. It's sort of like pollution, where it heads to the thing that is bothering them the most. For some reason, radar is something that they really, really do not like. I just created that radar. Where did it go? All right, those were gremlins. But anyway, by putting this back here, it's going to attract them down here. And we'll put this behind a little wall. A little happy wall. Can you imagine if Bob Ross was playing this game? I don't know why I thought of that, but just a happy little wall. Okay, so we'll put that behind the wall, so when they come to attack, they're obviously going to, attack the wall first, and then these turrets are going to just, mess them up. You see, we had a good amount of turret coverage. Yeah, there's a little gap there. That's okay. We'll continue to fill up those gaps as we need to. Don't want to waste a whole ton of resources on it just this moment, but yeah. So since our laser research has just completed, one of the things that it needs is quartz. And I thought we were producing quartz somewhere. Yes, we are producing quartz. So I'm going to come down here, and we're going to build a temporary... let's see. Quartz, I can't remember. Are there other things that require quartz? Okay, silicon processing, matter, all that other stuff. Okay, it looks like quartz is only being used for some of the light stuff. And it doesn't... Actually, does it list the recipe on here? Yeah, it does. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really tell us all the things that quartz can be used for. That would be a really great thing in this game if you could just look it up and say, like, okay, show me all the things that... all right, let's see if the wiki maybe has it. There is a built-in wiki in this game, or in this particular mod. Let's see here. No, they don't have quartz listed on here. That's a bummer. They really should have... all of the items actually listed on here. Wireless charger is still something I haven't actually used. I have that unlocked in one of my other save games. I should mess around with that. Definitely should mess around with that. All right, I don't remember if quartz is going to be used for a lot of other things, but for right now, let's not do too messy. Let's actually bring this up, and let's run it up through here, just right along next to the silicon. We'll just run a line of quartz. And that will allow us to, if we need to use it for anything, we can. And then if we really need to use a lot of it, we can beef it up further later. But this is needed for us to start making lasers. Yeah, research is complete for that yet. Still got a ways to go for that. Let's go ahead and research the energy weapon damage. Get that right away. That's how it goes up. Oh, sorry. Heard some weird sound. I thought my cats were up to something. Because they are always up to something, I swear. Ah, damn. I thought I could have kept going through that, but I can't. Light, but you know, why move the light when you have underground belts? This one I'm not going to leave the space for because to be honest with you, I don't think we're really going to use a lot of quartz, if at all. I can't remember how much quartz I actually used. Itchy nose again. Plus I got this one little hair. It keeps popping down my face and it's driving me crazy. All right, so we are going to run the quartz. We could. So yeah, it's not that much different. Let's see, if I run it up this way, yeah, then I can kind of create a little like laser out. You're going to end up putting them all around your base, of course, depending. But I feel that we are in a good state at the quartz, which we just finished. Got steel plates. Batteries. We do not have batteries yet. Oh, there's my kitty. Eager. Trying to get him to... Here, come here. Come on up. Ah, there you go. I don't know if he's going to stay or not. Nope, he is not. We'll say hi to him and bye to him. All right, so batteries, electronic circuits. So, you know, maybe they're running down a little bit further to where our... We could run this quartz up through here and then we build everything over there. Messy. And let's build our battery, because, yeah, we're going to need to use our battery today. No, that explains why I'm so hungry. Hi and bye. Well, see you. Thank you for joining. It is much appreciated. If you can give me a quick like on YouTube, that would be much appreciated. Thank you very much for stopping by. Remember, I stream every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. That is my new schedule. That's a schedule I'm trying to stick with right now. And I think that doing it 7 o'clock on both days makes it a little bit less confusing to explain to people on what times and days and everything. So that's the schedule for now. And once we're out of COVID, I'm sure that will change. But, you know, for the time being, that's what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Not leaving yet. Oh, no. Hi to the cat. Oh, sorry. Wow, I totally missed that one. I was like saying the whole thing and yeah. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to use that excuse. How about that? Okay, so let's run our quartz up there. We got a little bit of a weird kind of... We're going to have to do something like this because of the way that we have this. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what we can do? We can just build an underground belt there. Oops, sorry. We've got to build it back a little bit further. Build this there. And then now we can kind of run that up. I think I'm going to do that just to make it a little bit... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oopsies. Usually I could run these a lot better. Oh, crap, we ran out of underground belts. Of course. Let's go up and grab... I mean, plus we need a bunch of more belts anyway, because, yeah, we keep using these. We keep running out of them, like... Oh, yeah, let's get rid of some of these yellow ones. We definitely don't need those. Grab some of these reds, because, yeah, we are super, super low on belts. Oh, crap. We, let's see here. I guess we'll just drop some of these things in the trash. I really can't wait till we get, the bots to kind of deal with this, because it's a pain in the neck, I swear. All right, let's grab some underground belts. Cool. And then now we can go back and finish, you know, running that up and getting our lasers going and such. Pew, 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 lasers. Of course my cat's sitting down here, like, staring at me like, hey, I want to come up. It's like, dude, I just let you up here, and now suddenly you're like, nah. Okay, I want to get up. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I mean, those are cats. That's how they are. Cats run your household. Anybody who thinks that they own a cat is completely wrong. The cat owns you. Okay, let's keep running this quartz back. I forgot we need the batteries, which, where's our battery production? Oh yeah, here's our battery production right now. We should actually start putting our batteries into, because we will need a lot of batteries, to be honest with you. So we should go ahead and just start buffering up these batteries now. And we don't have the iron plates coming into it just yet, so we should actually take care of that. We need iron and copper plates. So let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll do a fast loader here. That was going the wrong direction, of course. Create another one of these fun little Y connectors like I like to do. It was actually before I started playing the game. You could set up inserters to actually fish. I have not personally done it. But you know what? We're going to do it now. I'm going to set up an inserter right now to fish to see if it works. Just because I'm curious. It'll take a while. I mean, it's fishing, it's not catching, so whatever. And we'll see if we ever can catch a fish. Laser shooting speed 3. Yeah, let's get that. Okay, now that we've emptied out a little bit of inventory, we can go grab some of our underground belts that we meant to get, which is the whole reason we popped over here the first time. Cool. Grab 2 stacks of those, and I don't know if you can hear my kitty meowing in the background, but I guess now he wants attention. Sorry, Jaeger, like, I offered for you to come sit on my chair and hang out with me, but, you know. The reality is, it's dinner time for him, too. He's just like, hey, feed me. Even though there is, I'm going to be honest with you, there is food in his dish. But unless I physically walk over there and walk him to his dish, then he can't eat. It's the weirdest thing on earth, but hey, they're cats. You know, if you try to understand cats, well, some people can understand cats. I can understand cats. They're just... Cats are cats. Like, that's... I know that that's kind of a redundant statement, but, you know, that's just it about cats. They just are, and you just have to accept the fact that they just are. Okay, so enough weird, stupid babbling. Back to our lasers. Okay, so we need 2 different... so because we need 4 different items... I'm going to create 2 different belts kind of coming in on a loader, and we're going to have, you know, half and half on each side. The stream crashed. Well, welcome back. I don't know why it crashed. I'm going to blame Gremlins, personally. Oh my god, I haven't seen the movie Gremlins in a long time. I want to watch that. Yo. Speaking of which, I just watched, a few nights ago, Karate Kid. Alright, first off, third Karate Kid was weak. You know, it could have been a lot better. But oh my god, the second Karate Kid, I forgot how damn good that was. Like, it was a really good movie. Like, I think I kind of want to watch it again. Like, maybe even tonight. No, probably not tonight. I don't have the energy for that. But no, it was a really damn good movie. Like, wow. And, yeah, and I also forgot how good the first one was, too. But, wow, you know, I gotta say, in a lot of ways, I think the second one might actually be better. I don't know. Well, okay, so, I mean, Brittany's asking in the chat, you know, about the Karate Kid movie. So, yeah, so the original... So, 1, 2, and 3, and then there's Cobra Kai, obviously. And then outside of that, they made... Was it 2 others? Because I think that there was one with a girl, and then there was the one with, like, Jackie Chan, I think it was. Yeah, which, you know, I mean, a lot of people didn't like that one. I personally like it. I think it was good. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a nerd. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, that was a stupid move. Ugh. Crap, I totally screwed that up. Let's try that again. Okay, so let's put this here, put that there, that there, that there. I'm trying to connect my batteries over to this. There we go. That's our buffer there. Cool. Now we have batteries coming in. Now we need our steel plate and quartz. Where is my steel plate coming in? I thought I had steel plate coming in here. Did I forget to finish that? I think I did. Oh, steel plate's over here. That's right. Yes, I am a nerd, and I am damn proud of it. Anybody who's a nerd should celebrate it. Because seriously, nerds are the best. Yeah, you know, we got beat up a lot in high school. And other schools and such. But you know what? I laugh at all those bullies, because you know what? Nerds rule the world. So, ha ha ha. Anyway. Cool, we are producing lasers. But unfortunately, we can't use the productivity modules in there. No big deal. I'm going to use some of the slower loaders to kind of take those out of there. Building wooden chests, don't want to use a lot of materials for it. We aren't going to be building that many of them. I mean, we'll build a maximum of 50. Now, this is a neat little trick. When you want to limit the number, there are a couple different ways you can limit the number of items that you want to produce. You can say, okay, I only want to produce one stack. What you do is you click on this button right here, and then you go over, and then you can just kind of scroll over to as much as you want, and then it will produce up to that many, and then it will stop because the inserter won't be able to insert anymore. However, there are also times when you're like, you know what, I really don't want to, I only want to produce like 20 or 10 or something like that. So what you do is you build a green or red wire. I don't know if you can do it with copper cable. I think you technically should be able to, but whatever. Anyway, so you got green and red wire. Those are two different networks in the game. And what you do is you connect your wire from your box. I know Brittany's laughing at me for saying that. And, okay, well, you can't do it with loaders. Wait, can you do it with loaders? No, you can't do it with loaders. You have to do this part with an inserter. Let's put a low power inserter here. Let's put a wooden chest here. And then now let's, okay, here's my wire. Connect your red wire from your chest over to your inserter. And now what will happen is, by default, when you finish producing a laser, it's the inserter is not going to do anything. Because when you click on the laser, or click on the inserter, you'll see that enable conditions. So you can actually have... Brittany's laughing because, yeah, she got the joke that I was saying. And oh my god, thank you so much, my kitten, for buying me dinner. Oh my god, oh my god, I miss you so much. Brittany is one of my girlfriends, and she unfortunately had to move a little bit far away, and I miss her. And I'm hoping I get to see her really soon. Anyway, thank you so much for dinner. She is amazing. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to try not to get teary. Okay, so back to this. All right, so you can see that we produced 2 of them. The inserter's not working right now. That's because when you look at this, you see enabled condition. Select here, and then you can select which item you want to count. So you could say, okay, I want to turn this on if, the amount of sand equals 1. Which, that's weird because sorry, 0. You can say the amount of sand is equal to or greater than 1. Then it will enable it, and then as soon as the number hits 1, it shuts off. But what we can do is we can go through, we can find our lasers, and we can say, only build if it's less than, let's say, 5. You can also do, let's do less than and equal to 5. So now it's going to build up to 5 inserters, and then it's going to shut off. So see, it goes through, it builds it. It's still going. Everything is good. I actually want to do this for a demonstration, so we'll just turn it to 4. Oh, you know, let's leave it at 5. That's how it was. We'll just add a couple of fast things in there, or the fast modules. We'll produce a couple of the tier 2 modules and allow this to go through a little bit quicker. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter now, but so now you can see it's producing this other one, and then if this works, it should not do anything. Oh, wait, it did do something. Sorry, because that was a it was a less than or equals. So now this will produce this next one, and then it's going to stop. And this is a great way to say, like, okay, I only want to produce up to X number of items, and then I want it to stop without building a full stack. There's a lot of times where you want that, like especially early game when you don't have a ton of resources. You don't want to just, waste a lot of resources building 50 lasers. We're not going to build 50 lasers. Like, that's actually too much. So we will actually leave it this way. Wait, why did it... oh, you know what? I messed that up. It's supposed to be that. So it's going to leave it off if it's greater than or equal to 5. Let's see if I did it right this time. Sorry, sometimes I'm an engineer, so sometimes the logic is actually backwards. Wait, why did that... This should not enable condition greater than or equal to 5. Disabled by... Oh, wait, no, that's right. Okay, so it's... Okay. Oh, you know what? I did. Okay, no, it is right. I did have it right. No, it isn't backwards. My brain is backwards right now. There it goes. That's what it's supposed to do. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm hungry. That's why I can't math right now. All right, so we are going to set this up to a reasonable number. Let's set it to 20. It's going to go ahead and produce 20 of these. And then it will shut off. It'll build up to 20, and then the inserter won't go again, and then it will build a couple of more, and then it will stop. So if you do want to make sure that, like, if you're only building up to a certain amount, and it's kind of like with an actual gun. You have like one gun in the chamber. It's like that kind of thing. So you have to take that into account. That, what's going to be left in here, that as soon as a condition is met, like let's say you have logistic robots pull this out, and then now there's going to be 3 of these that suddenly just start inserting. It's like 2 or 3. I forget exactly what the number that it will cap itself out at. I think it's also depending on the item. Each item's slightly different inside the assemblers. So it's something to keep in mind. It usually doesn't matter, but there are some really complex... Ooh, accidentally hit that button. I don't even know what that actually does with the nanobot. You hit space and then it just does nothing. Any ghosts in range if you have any placing as... Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to do, but whatever. Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and let's place some of these lasers. So you can see we got a biter's nest up here. We got one over here. We don't have a ton of... we have a good amount of security over here. But... we don't have much security down here, so let's go ahead and let's put some lasers down there. We won't be able to see them just yet because we're going to have to wait for something to kind of come through and attack. But now you can notice that lasers have a substantially greater range than turrets. So let's drop this turret. See that versus that? Lasers have a much larger range. They do not require they don't require projectiles. You can see that the damage is based on the ammo. So if you're creating better ammo, of course, it's going to do more damage. So you see with these, it's the range is 35. Damage is 10 plus 5 physical. I don't know why they do it that way. It's so stupid. I think it's based on the bonus damage. So it's base 10 damage, and then it's plus 5 for your bonus damage. So let's see if I'm right on that. So let's see here. Oh, because it's percentage based. Okay. Whatever. Either way, you can see with the lasers, the range is 30. Wait, so it's 30, it's 35. It doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Oh, wait, you know what? This might be based on the. Oh, I think I see what it is. No, it's still a little bit bigger. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? They don't require ammo. They do use electricity. So if you run out of electricity, you're kind of screwed. But and they do use a lot of power too. So that's one thing you really need to be concerned about and be careful about. But overall, they are a good thing to have. I like lasers. I tend to use them quite a bit. This playthrough, I do want to play around more with the modular ETA 5 minutes on the food. Excellent. So just, so everybody knows, as soon as my food arrives, I'm going to call it a night. I'm actually getting kind of close to just calling a night already. We're actually at a really good state. I think we've had a really great, successful stream tonight. I've been going for, almost 3 hours, that's incredible for me. I can't believe I've gone this long. That's what she said, but, I kill myself sometimes. Anyway, all right, now that I got that on my brain, let's drop a few more things into a chest over here that we just don't need to be carrying around on us right now. We don't need, we're going to stop using these small electric poles. I think we have sufficient mining drills. We just really don't need to be carrying a lot of those around. Steam stuff, we don't need to be carrying that around. Actually, yeah, we're going to drop some more of those mining drills. We just have way too many of those that we're carrying. We'll drop a couple of these AI cores, a couple of these iron gears. Wow, my Mac Mini, it just keeps timing out a lot tonight on network. Yeah, so I have a secondary network connection that I'm working on. So basically my stream will go through that secondary connection so I can kind of watch things from the outside. But I have not finished setting that up because I've been too busy gaming and too busy playing with Blender. But I'm not going to have the energy to work on that tonight. It's just going to be about, I'm probably going to screw around Blender a little bit. I don't feel like doing network crap tonight. But, yeah, so I'm getting ready to kind of close this down a little bit. I'm just taking a quick look around and drop a couple more lasers down in some places that definitely need a little bit more defense for when the biters come. We're going to drop a few here because this is going to be a little, nice area that they're going to be interested in. And for the time being, we also drop a wall. We're going to definitely need to start, drawing more of these walls. And you can see we're starting to build up a nice little kind of defense around ourselves. We'll have to build a nice little defense as we expand out our belt. We're going to have some more research coming up soon. Purple, production tech cards. In order to get to production tech cards, we still have a few things to research. We got to research our advanced labs. We got to get research servers, and we also have to get uranium processing, which uranium processing alone is going to require 750. That's quite a bit. So let's go ahead and kick that off now, because that'll be a good thing that we can start working on during the next. We're not going to spend a ton of time on nuclear because, or in next session, because let's see, uranium is up here. And yeah, the uranium, I'm really getting tired. I'm having trouble talking. So yeah, the uranium is definitely a little bit further out. We're going to have to deal with some biters and stuff. So I don't think we're going to deal too much with that in the next episode, but maybe the following, because we need to get the uranium refining going. But let's see here. What else do we need? We need the research server. And then we're going to need the advanced lab, and then we can queue that up. So we're just gonna, queue this up, let it keep running a little bit. I think I might actually, when the stream is over, I think I might just let this run for a little while so it can just finish those research. There's no reason that you guys need to stick around while that happens. I mean, obviously the stream will be shut down, but there's no reason to do that while it's live. I can just let it run in the background and just make sure no biters attack and that kind of thing. And then, after that, it's going to be, the purple tech card. So let's take a look at what we need for that. We will need uranium. So we have to we have to start working on our uranium processing during next. That's a multi-step process. There's a lot of different things involved in that. But everything else we basically